what do we got going today? What are we doing next?
Today we're going to, this is a demonstration procedure of how to seat a fret and why to seat a fret. I'm going to use this thin CA.
It's a pink label.
Yeah, pink label, very thin stuff.
Thinner than water.
Thinner than water. We want that to wick into the slot, which it will soon do. This is the fret that came out of the slot. I'm just gonna use it for demonstration purposes only. But the procedure and the role of the CA is essentially the same as it would be were I using a new fret or doing an entire refret, which frankly is what this guitar probably should have. But this is our demo instrument for the procedure. All right, so we've got these barbs on the walls of the fret, which grip the walls of the slot once inserted in the slot. That would seat the fret into the fingerboard securely and consistently across its plane. That's not happening to this fret because this slot is too wide. Could have been made that way. This guitar could have experienced several refrets in its history, because every time you take a fret out, you're going to tear a little bit of wood. All right, so the slot might be worn. It might have been cut too wide in the factory to begin with, but we have our answer right here. So this fret here is going to be going back into the slot. That's going to be our first item of business. And okay.
So the first part is just to manually set it using the barbs.
Yep.
Instead of where we did before, where you put glue on, like when we were working on the neck here, you put the glue on and then placed it. And this is when, as we go on, you'll really see why the thin really works.
Absolutely.
So now you've already tapped it in, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to be using our thin CA and what else?
We're going to use a thin CA on the accelerant.
Okay.
So remember the barbs on the side of that would be called the fret tang, those little barbs on the side. Mm-hmm. Can't really count on those to have penetrated the walls of the slot because our slot is damaged and torn.
Correct.
And essentially too wide for whatever reason. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run a little bit of the thin CA alongside the fret, and it's going to wick, being thin, down into the slot. See, I got a huge bead there. It's gone, pretty much gone.
Yep.
It's down in the slot. That's just a little bit of acetone there.
Just to clean it up.
And keep it off the fretboard. And sometimes I'll do both sides. I'll do both sides just for fun, because I like doing that. Look at that. Goes right down in there. All right. So now we've got...
And it's not just about the music sounding pretty. It's about the instrument looking pretty, too.
Well, yeah, this is... So we've got... Now we're going to hold that fret down in there. And I'm going to drop a little accelerant right there. Applying pressure with my stick. Accelerant. Do one more over here.
And that is just a second, just to make sure that all that glue is cured.
So what we've done now, we have not per se glued the fret in, but now the barbs on the side of the fret have been surrounded by thin CA. So they're essentially, and that has been locked in with the accelerant. So they now are encased in dried CA, which is physically holding them from coming up. Not due to adhesion, but rather as used as a filler.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's what we've got, is a well-seated fret using the thin CA, and we can touch up that acetone there in any given number of ways, but that's what we got right there, man. So we're another good application for the, in this case, the thin. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah.